Now from the home of the A's since 1968 to look at the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's. It's Ace baseball, and it comes your way next. Jesse Hahn gets the call for game 1 of the series. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, this guy's got good stuff, but he's really struggled with runners in scoring position. The batting average goes up. I want to see, what does he do? Does he tip his pitches? Is he giving signs from second base to the opponent and they're not translating it right? What's going on here? Because this guy's stuff is too good for him to struggle as much as he does with runners in scoring position.
Into the box steps the leadoff man, Dustin Pedroia, and we are ready for baseball. And Pedroia's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
First pitch of the game, and he turns it around with a line drive. Was he ready to hit or what? Don't miss it if you're swinging at that first pitch, though. That's the key.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. And Harold, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, they won their game last night. I think that's a big sign. They're starting to play good baseball. I talked to their manager. He loves how they compete.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Just got a piece up the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. Aboard at first is Pedroia here with nobody out. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
Well, that base hit right there is his 12th game. He's got a base hit now in a row. You start thinking about it, everybody around the country is paying a little more attention to him. This is where the pressure starts to mount. Let's see how long he can carry this streak.
Here's Mookie Betts. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season, so perhaps a hit or two in this one could put him up over the top. First offering on its way. Maybe lucky to make contact there as this curveball's hit fouled off to the left-hand side. Ready with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. His batting average is on the rise right now, and if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span, so he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
Jake Lamb standing in now, and the home away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Fouled back. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Fegley recovers, and the throw to first ends the inning. Left for the Red Sox. And now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Here's Rajay Davis now. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Rajay Davis.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Harold Reynolds, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Well, Matt, they're coming off winning a big game. I mean, they played great baseball. They scored a lot of runs in that win yesterday. So if they can carry that momentum over, they're going to be tough to beat. Well, this is the recipe they want. Their pitcher comes out, throws a scoreless top of the first, and then you get a leadoff single to start the bottom of the inning. Good start.
Now in the box, Marcus Semien. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. 8th home run on the season for him. And Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0. So coming to the plate, Chris Davis. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Swing and a liner.
But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Benintendi is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Mark Canha is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
On the run is Benintendi.
2 gone.
Batting 5th, third baseman, Ryan.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
He's falling behind right now after that swing right there. Now he's 0-2. And 0-2, choke up a little bit and try to put the ball in play. You just got to be in battle mode right now.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Athletics strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-0 Oakland. So coming Jackie Bradley Jr. And he's someone they're going to have to watch out for. You can see he's been a tough out over the last couple of series. Into the windup and the pitch. Hot shot down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he is in there.
This is exactly what you want to do when you've gone down by 2 runs. Answer the bell. So he leads off the next inning and gets them going with a double. Now if they can scratch a run or two across this inning, they'll be right back in this one.
Now batting, Hanley Ramirez. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Lifetime against Jesse Hahn. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. No one out with a runner at second. Hit on the ground to third. And he's set down, 1 away.
Now let's take a look at the A's defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at Marcus Semien. Man, he had a horrific season years back, kicking the ball all over the place. But then he got with Ron Washington. And Wash said, Marcus, get over here, Marcus. Let's work, Marcus. And you know what? He cut those errors down big time. And he's become a pretty good major league shortstop.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Here it comes. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Well, that's 2 strikes at the knees, and now you find yourself 0-2. I tell you, he's throwing the ball so well, you got to set your sights down low and look for any pitch down.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Batting 8th, catcher, Giovanni Soto.
Coming to the plate now, Giovanni Soto. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
That's exactly what you don't want to do first pitch. If you're going to swing first pitch, you want to drive it. You can't take an ugly, bad swing on the first pitch when you know what you're looking for. You got to be more patient because you're going to get more pitches.
The 0-1 pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Ready with the 0-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave 1. They're down 2-0. Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. Lifetime against Chris Sale. 13 base hits in 40 tries. And additionally, he's gone down on strikes 13 times. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
There to take it in is Bogaerts, and that's the first out.
All right, time for an adjusted defensive alignment for the Red Sox. And they've got a strikeout pitcher on the mound today. He's in the top 5 in strikeouts. And when you're defending behind him, you have to really concentrate because he can lull you to sleep thinking there's 2 strikes, he's going to get a strikeout, but that's when they get a ground ball. You got to really concentrate.
Striding in, Matt Joyce, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
This is part of what makes him one of the best pitchers in the game. He pounds strikes, and his stuff is really tough to make contact with. And when you fall behind 0-2, good luck.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Matt Joyce goes down for the second out in the bottom half.
Pegley.
Stepping in now, Josh Fegley. as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Betts. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A's are gone in order. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Into the windup and the pitch. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. 0-1. Here's the pitch. He pulls this one into right, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, he picks up a hit now in 11 straight games. Swinging the bat pretty good. I love the adjustments he's made along the way through this whole streak.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Nobody out, runner on first. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Xander Bogaerts, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A little bouncer. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
In now, Mookie Betts, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Here comes the 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to fall. He can't flag it down.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
Popped up. Wendell on the move. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here. No errors. 1 man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The A's lead it 2-0. Standing in, Joey Wendell, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Joey Wendell.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
That's what makes this guy so great. a pitch right on the corner. Most people cannot do that. Seems like he does it anytime he sits back there and says, here's where I want to put it, and he puts it there.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
So it's a backwards K on the changeup that time. Joey Wendell is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Ready for another chance? Rajai Davis. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Hit out towards second. Pedroia has it. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Marcus Semien is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is in the air to right. Betts has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're up 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jake Lamb. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Semien. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. Both guys pretty close. Top speeds of 95 and 94. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Again, he sends it out of play. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's another 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Fegley finds it, and he makes the throw to first. Bradley is retired. 2 down now. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. On the ground up the middle, Wendell ranges to his right. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here's Chris Davis now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Left fielder, number 2.
First pitch on its way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
So now it's Mark Canha. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. 2 down.
The batter, third baseman, Ryan Healy.
Striding in once again, Ryan Healy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Right over the middle, knee high. 2 out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Up with the ball is Pedroia. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. We'll see the left-handed bat of Mitch Moreland lead things off when we return. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The A's lead this one 2-0. And there is Mitch Moreland. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Mitch Moreland.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. Here's the catcher Giovanni Soto now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
18, Giovanni Soto.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Throw gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Now batting number 15, second baseman Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's set. Here it comes. They get him lunging that time as this is on the ground to first. They'll flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. 1 left for the Red Sox. They trail things here 2-0. line again, Trevor Plouffe. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Trevor Plouffe.
And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Here's Matt Joyce now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Josh Phegley. Swing and a liner right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. A's are gone in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Xander Bogaerts. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Got him swinging in the dirt. Up with it, Phegley. The throw to first is in time. 1 down. Here's Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And a curveball in for a strike.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
That's a nice pitch. A fastball in that jams him, and now you go back outside. You know he's got to protect inside. You go back outside to try to get the out.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
This guy's such a good hitter. I get the feeling even when he's down 0-2 in the count like he was here, he's still actually ahead of the count when he's facing anybody.
Jake Lamb standing in now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Joyce sprinting after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen.
Jr.
Jackie Bradley Jr. stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats out of play. The 0-2 delivery. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. No runs on 6 hits and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Looking up is Davis. That one is out of here. This game is tied. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Red Sox have come back to knock things up at 2. Here's Hanley Ramirez. As he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. No hits to this point. And Ramirez can't get that one as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded to short. Simeon's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Digging in for his second at bat, Joey Wendell comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game, and he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. 1 out.
Center fielder number 11, Rajay Davis.
Ready once again, Rajay Davis. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to short. Bogarts has it. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
You want to talk about speed? Watch him here on this isolation replay. Is he flying or what? I love how smooth he runs, and he just bursted down the line.
Digging in to try it again, Marcus Semien. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Runners on his way to third. Pitch inside. The throw behind the runner to second. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Ranging back is Bradley, and that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead.
Well, he clearly didn't miss that pitch. He's so strong. If you look at the extension on that ball, he just really muscled that ball to the ballpark when it comes down to it.
The left fielder,
into the box,
2,
Chris Davis.
Davis.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 delivery. Fly ball out toward left center field.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, first baseman, Mark Hanna.
Striding in once again, Mark Hanna. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Into the windup and the pitch. A called strike over the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. Bottom third of the order, 7-8-9. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the seventh. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Moreland.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, they say beggars can't be choosers, and when you're losing, you can't always choose how you get on base, but you've got to get on any way that you can, so he'll take that, even though it probably hurts a little bit.
Digging in once again, Giovanni Soto. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Semien will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one.
Your attention, please. Now
so with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Daniel Colon.
Andrew Benintendi will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit.
Well, another single. Now they're first and second. They've been swinging the bat great all day, but they haven't come up with the big hit to break an inning open. Maybe that's coming.
Liam Hendricks takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Stepping in now, Dustin Pedroia. One there, on to first, but not in time as he beats it out. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Well, they dodged the bullet that time by avoiding the double play. That would have been pretty demoralizing to end the inning. Now they've at least still got runners on the corners.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First pitch is a breaking ball, taken down and away for ball one. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Semien's there, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. They trail it here 4-2. Ready for a Ryan Healy, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Third baseman, Ryan Healy.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
Well, clearly he's not sitting changeup with that swing. I like the early changeup. Now it sets up your fastball and all your other off-speed stuff, because now the changeup, anything's faster than that. He's got him off balance now.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Ready with another 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Lamb is right there. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Matt Joyce.
Now at the plate, Matt Joyce. He's struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, that's two impressive fastballs. Two mid-90s fastballs just reaching back saying, I dare you to hit it. Finds himself in a nice 0-2 count now.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled back.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. 1-2-3 go the A's, as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Digging in and looking for more, Mookie Betts. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Sends that one out of play for strike one. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is taken in for out number 1. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Doolittle.
Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. The 0-1 on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Chopper, foul.
I like the pitch right there. Two-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Here's another 0-2. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
And that ball's not intentional. That was not even a fastball. Relax, relax now, people. I know we get excited when the ball's up and in.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. There's a look at how we got to where we are. A's leading this one here in Oakland as we draw nearer to the finish line. Ready for another shot now. Jackie Bradley Jr. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Davis on the run. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Still down by a count of 4-2. So striding in, Josh Begley. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Josh Begley.
In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Here comes Sox manager John Farrell on his way out to the mound, and he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter Chris Sale. Gave him 7 pretty good innings here, but he'll head to the dugout in line for a loss. Carson Smith will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Carson Smith.
And this will be fouled away.
Tell you what, that was a nice swing after the sequence, following a fastball to get a changeup and you foul it off. Pretty good approach.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. Here comes another 0-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Standing in now, Joey Wendell, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Comes set with the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Here's Rajay Davis now. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. It's lined into left field, and for the 3rd time tonight, he's got a base hit.
Matt, that's his 3rd hit of the night, his 3rd single. I'm sure he'd like to have a double or something mixed in, but for now, he'll take the 3 for 4.
Marcus Semien.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. 0-2, here it is. Now a flare out toward right center. Betts is over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Stepping up now, Chris Davis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one.
Well, he got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
This one's down to third. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple, but they still lead this one 4-2. A look there at the Bay Bridge from the East Bay side, where we are for this one from the Coliseum in Oakland. Ryan Madsen comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Ryan Madsen.
Hanley Ramirez being charged with trying to start the rally in the ninth against the newly re-signed Ryan Madsen. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Comes set and the 0-1. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. Misses, ball 2. And it doesn't make it back. 3-2.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on to get that tying run to the plate.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Wendell backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. The 0-1 on its way. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto now. And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. swing and a miss, and the Red Sox are down to their final strike now.
Boy, he's getting a lot of late swings. They're just not catching up to him right now, not picking it up, not seeing it, or maybe picked up a tick on his fastball. But, man,
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is that they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Oakland A's secure their 10th victory of the season. Jesse Hahn earns the win, his second. Chris Sale takes the loss despite working 7 strong innings. Ryan Madsen hammers down the save, his 16th of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First.